You're
How you
busy
doing,
over
Mark?
there.
Well, I
know.
had a
You
temperature
can-
map that I didn't realize I didn't put pauses in. So had I run the map, it would have just been firing
Yeah.
through all these temperatures. You guys
Can't
would
have
have like,
that. Especially on this
Yeah.
big weather day.
yes, we've got to be prepared. But we start with this. We've got the new snow. What about this guy? Goes out for a little ski. Here's the problem with spring skiing. Occasionally you get a little melt off, right? Well, you don't always realize the melt off is occurring beneath your feet. Check this guy out. He's cruising around, then he realizes I've got a problem. Right there.
Oh, right into water.
Yes.
Ooh.
He's screaming the whole time.
I can imagine.
But not particularly dangerous, but a little bit scary in the regard that, yeah, there you go. There's the melt off. He ends up in this sort of pit that was carved out by some of this melt off. His ski is at the bottom of this little trick. And he says at the end of the video, he apologizes for all the screaming because he wasn't sure how bad the situation was.
I thought maybe you broke a leg or something.
Yeah, no, he's okay actually. He said he was just fine. And yeah, so he's trying to scream to his buddies, hey, bail me out. But one of those deals that you never quite know when you're going to run into a little bit, and he realizes it right about there. Yeah, there you go. And then the scream. Okay. All right, here's a look at what's going on. Freezing warnings for the Albuquerque metro area. Mainly going to be down in the valley. We're going to be close to freezing, right around 32 degrees or so tomorrow morning. If you're up on the west side, a little bit warmer. I'll show you those temperatures here in just a minute, and up into the heights as well. Going to be close. And as you get up into the northeast, close to freezing as well. Now, as we go into the hard freeze warning areas, what we're dealing with here are temperatures in the mid-20s, so it is going to be pretty cold in these areas. Right now, we are at 50 degrees here in the city. Great looking shot there in the booth of the moon, full moon out there tonight. Is it a full moon, by the way? Are we? Dean's checking with his phone. Oh, we do.
I'm right here with you, Mark.
Just checking.
Is it a full moon tonight? There
I
we
don't
go.
know if it's
There goes-
full, but it's close.
Okay, I'm hearing your phone.
Yeah.
Is it giving directions?
I don't know what you're talking about,
Okay,
Mark.
okay. Anyway, Sirius made an appearance in the show. All right, here's a look at what's going on. 30s and 40s off to the north. I think we've got a full moon. I forgot to check for today. Down to the south, temperatures mainly in the 50s right now. Storm system that we dealt with this morning brought a couple of snow showers across the area and heavy mountain snows. Now pushing its way just to our east slowly here. And as that happens, skies will continue to clear throughout the night tonight. But boy, what's left behind are some really cold temperatures. Let's take a look at how things shake out. Any clouds clear out. So what that allows for is the cool air that's already in place and any heat that we have in place to dip even further. So temperatures will be cold across the area for tonight. Heights 37, 35 in the foothills, to Harris 31, out in Sandia Park 30. If you're down in the valley, that's where we're going to be right at that freezing mark. Downtown about 38 and out on the west side about 34. So again, close, maybe not quite freezing in most areas. And I don't think we're looking at a damaging freeze here. As you get up to the north, well, yeah, you're in the northern mountains. It's really going to be cold. Teens for tonight. 28 Espanola, 21 Cha Mountain, Durango, 25 statewide. Down across the south, 30s and 40s for the most part, and then 20s and 30s off to the north. So this gives you a good idea of what we're headed for throughout the night tonight. Definitely a frosty night in many areas, the northern half of the state. Tomorrow, we're still going to be cooler than average, but temperatures will jump up nicely into the 60s in most areas, and then we get into the 70s coming up throughout the area on Thursday, and then by Friday, we are back into the 80s. So this will be a step up each day. Considerably warmer temperatures on the way here and through the weekend. Fire danger will continue to be a concern with no major storms on the way until next week. And even then, a lot of debate amongst the models on what's going to happen with the storm dropping to our west. And we'll get to that as we get a little bit closer. 50s and 60s across southern Colorado. Cool in the morning, then sunny in the afternoon. Meanwhile, out to the northwest, sunshine and a mild afternoon on the way too. 63 Grants, 65 out in Gallup. Down across the southwest, looks good here. 60s and 70s, and then you can see the warm-up continuing well into next week. Meanwhile, over to the southeast, sunny and mild here. 71 Carlsbad, 68 Lovington, and 66 out in Fort Sumner. Meanwhile, northeast, nice setup, 50s and 60s, cold in the morning, then a lot of sunshine on the way, partly cloudy Thursday and Friday, but things still looking nice. Meanwhile, over into the northern mountains, again, a cold start, but temperatures definitely coming up. And for you guys who got a lot of snow, that's going to melt off very, very quickly if it's not already starting to do that. 60 in Tahara, 61 Edgewood, and 59 out in Sandia Park. And finally right here in the metro. We'll start it off in the 30s, wrap it up in the 60s with mostly sunny skies. Extended forecast looking very good. 70s Thursday, 80s Friday, mid to high 80s going into Monday of next week. You want to talk more weather on Twitter? We'll do that at KRQE Mark.
By the way, we did a little research.
Yeah.
The moon tonight waxing. It'll be full tomorrow night.
There you go.
One night. All right, we'll get it tomorrow night for you.
We're almost there.
Yep.
Thanks, Mark.